Stop talking nonsense, Widgeon. Everyone knows there is no such thing as ghosts.
Don't say that, sir. Your duck doesn't like to be discounted.
I need a towel.
Well, we can be comforted that it appears there's no way the thief could have left the castle with the charity money.
Ah, darlings. Are you so certain you still want to purchase this haunted castle?
I'm not afraid of a little ghost. When I start renovating this place, we'll make so much noise, the ghost of your duck will be looking for a new home.
Well, do let me know when you're finished your little project. I think I am interested in that apartment you mentioned. The biggest and most expensive one you've got.
Come, Willard. We must find Emily.
Help the guests clean themselves up and sweep up the food. But don't touch the table. I will take care of that.
Emily, I am so sorry for all the troubles. I'm afraid our charity has turned into quite an event.
That is an understatement, madam. What has happened now qualifies as a crime. Please allow a professional to resolve these matters.
Well, thank you, Chief. I'll get on the case right away.
Not you, Widgeon. I mean me. Your bunglings have already cost us the charity donations. I shall begin my investigation immediately.
Turn up the heat.
Someone light the fire.
Stop in the name of the law!
Don't just stand there, Widgeon. Gotcha!
Not me, you quack.
Terribly sorry, Chief. There are just too many court jesters in this castle.
No, never mind, Widgeon. Just stay out of my investigation from now on.
Come, Willard. Let us begin our own investigation. Have you found anything suspicious on the table, Emily, that might explain the flying food?
Only that.
Look, a piece of chocolate.
Your duck. This place is haunted. I wouldn't buy this place if you paid me.
Stale. Emily, do you mind if Willard and I search the castle? I believe there is more to all of this than a simple haunting.
What are we looking for, Auntie?
Chocolate smears.
Auntie, you're not starting to believe in your duck, are you?
Yes and no. I have not yet made my decision. I see no chocolate here. What have we here? Still no chocolate. Ooh, but it is rather cold.
That's what they say about drafty castles.
Yes, but these drafts are duck-made. By turning the fan this way, a draft was created which put out the fire. Placing it this way, so it would blow on the ice, would account for a ghostly breeze that would chill you to the bone.
Oh, I see your point.
But no chocolate anywhere. The plot thickens. Aha! Chocolate.
Where?
This would explain the squirting fountain that soaked Inspector Bufflehead.
I'll have to remember that.
Whoa! Well done, Willard.
If you say so, Auntie. Just in case.
When I get my hands on that ghost.
Someone has gone out of their way to hide what is at the end of these wires.
You're telling me?
stale.
Sorry.
Not to worry, Willard. Your assistance has been invaluable. I now know what has happened tonight and why.
You do?
Yes, and now it is time to trap the villain, or should I say, villains. Willard, I need you to go to the kitchen and find a fresh box of chocolates. There should be lots, as I saw some on the buffet table before the chaos began. And Willard, the gooier, the better.
What could Auntie possibly want with gooey chocolates? I'm the one with the sweet beak.
Blasted bells!
Huh? Whoa! Don't worry, Chief. I won't tackle you anymore. Inspector Buffethead?
Of course it's me, you fool! Did you see the jester?
He went down. I thought he was you.
Typical.
You just can't win with that duck.
Thank you, Willard. Please put them on the table and stand guard at the doors near the light switch. What started out as an elegant charity ball has turned into an evil plot to steal the donation money and force Emily Pintail to sell her castle.
You mean it wasn't your duck?
Who would do such a thing?
But what makes this a truly intriguing mystery is that there is more than one suspect among us. Baron von Drake, the Countess Van Goosander, Werner Woodduck, and Emily Pintail.
This duck is out of her mind.
How dare you accuse one such as I?
I'm a builder, not a thief.
How could I force myself to sell?
Even though Emily and I had numerous discussions about the charity ball, she never once mentioned that she had to sell her castle. She later admitted to me she wanted to hold the party here because it would be an excellent opportunity to have an open house. But her real plan was to show how haunted the castle was, so no one in their right mind would buy it. So she set mouse traps underneath the platters of food and set them off to fling food and mimic Yorduck playing one of his practical jokes. And she used her newly installed security system, which automatically locks shutters and doors, to trap everyone inside. She quickly cleaned up the mousetrap evidence and planted a piece of stale chocolate to throw suspicion on Yorduck. Willard Widgeon of the Swiss police found the wires hooked up to a stereo system with loud laughter used to complement the haunting effect, which was completed by an appearance of Yorduck himself, when in fact it was Emma in disguise.
I admit it. I faked the haunting. I didn't want to sell the castle, but I didn't steal the money.
I know, and pretending to be a ghost isn't a crime. But stealing charity donations and trying to trick an innocent duck out of her home is. Baron von Drake is Emily's banker and financial advisor. He convinced her she was broke and that she had to sell the castle or it would be repossessed by the bank. It was Willard who pointed out how well maintained the castle is. But how could someone who is broke keep up the costly repairs, such as installing a high-tech security system? As the financial advisor coming to visit his client, the Baron familiarized himself with the layout of the castle, so he would know how to do a haunting of his own. Then his accomplice, Werner Woodduck, pretended to be scared, only to be joined by the Baron after he had switched out of his very own jester costume. Werner Woodduck was even lucky to be a victim of Emily's haunting, so that later, when it came to him making a bid on the castle, he would make the lowest bid possible, since he could pretend he was convinced the castle was really haunted. At first, I suspected that the Baron and Werner had stolen the donation money. But when Willard and I found a fresh piece of chocolate in its place and a gooey chocolate smear on the fountain's valves, I realized we had yet another pretend haunting on our wings. But this ghost has a sweet beak that will trap them in the end. The Countess von Goosander stole the charity money.
Unwing me!
But, Auntie, how did you know it was her?
It is self-evident. Everyone knew the Countess herself was in financial difficulties, and she did not seem at all concerned when the charity money went missing. Just the opposite.
She seemed delighted because she had managed to take and hide the money somewhere in the castle.
And did a little bit of haunting of her own by changing the flow of water in the fountain. Which leads me to believe the stolen donation money is hidden behind the fountain. But her mistake was that she did not know Yorduck only leaves stale chocolates in the castle, not fresh, gooey ones. And when I found both stale and fresh chocolates, I knew we were dealing with more than one fake haunting. And one ghost had a very sweet beak.
And here I was believing in the ghost the whole time. You were right, Auntie. One should always wait to know all the facts before making a decision. You never cease to astound me, Auntie.
Nor you me, Willard. It was you who pointed out that we were dealing with more than one jester when you kept tripping up Inspector Bubblehead. And you guessed my plan to use the chocolates to trap the Countess. You even surprised me when you turned out the lights without my asking you to.
But I didn't turn out the lights, Auntie.
But if you didn't, then who did?
I've had enough of ghosts.
Wasn't me.
Not me. I didn't do that one.
Maybe Inspector Bubblehead had something to do with it?
Maybe, Willard. But then again, maybe not.
Widgeon! Typical. Now I really need him, and he's nowhere to be found.